Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of RuneNews. I am your host, Ryan, and this week Jagex has given us an excellent update for one of the worst minigames in the game, which we'll be discussing very soon. But first off, I would like to ask you to answer a simple question in the comment section down below. What kind of account are you playing primarily? A main account, Iron Man, Group Iron Man, Prestige, Group Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, yes, we do accept the gays, Hardcore Iron Man, or maybe you've got your own special tile-locked variant to really amplify your autism and take it to the next level. Whatever game mode you play primarily, leave it down below in the comments section, because I'd love to see what sort of demographic we have here in the RuneNews audience. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan. Welcome to RuneNews. You are watching RuneNews. This week, the Oldschool Runescape moderation team has given us a beautiful update with Tithe Farm and more updates to Poll 79. Poll 79 is one of the most successful and anticipated poll updates for quality of life that I have seen in this game's history, and can you blame them? Tithe Farm was a terrible fucking minigame. Not anymore, because there is now a juicy update which involves moving my mouse off the screen so you don't get eye cancer when you watch this video. Well, no more than you typically would get. You can now get herb boxes from the store for 30 points, but that is not all, because some people are going to complain, well, that's too easy for Iron Man. I'm a main account. Iron Man getting herb boxes ruins my fucking game. I'm a main account. Iron Man, and no one actually cares. Now, as a current Iron Man player, I'm still an advocate for the phrase, fuck Iron Man, main accounts are the best. Of course, I understand that, and I'm all for that argument. This doesn't actually make a difference to anyone, so shut the fuck up. Now, the more important part of this update is that you can now get, basically what's happening, instead of having to plant 75 bushes or plants before you can actually start getting points, you get a point for every 3 plants you plant, plus you get 2 points for every 100 plants you deposit, which means you're getting 35 points per game or per 100 seeds rather than 25 points, and you can take as many seeds in as you want, which would increase the overall points per hour quite dramatically. So this is actually a huge update, because before this no one enjoyed tithe farming. You may have done it, you may have been like, yeah, it wasn't bad maybe. No one actually wanted to tithe farm. Now I will be getting my herb sack through tithe farming. I would never do it before. Why would I get a water can? Why would I do auto weed? Why would I get a seed box? Now I will, because the pain isn't as excruciating. The update is now making this minigame worth my fucking time. We've doubled the amount of Bulger's blessings received from purchasing from, I don't even know what that means, but something's been doubled. I don't know what that is. I didn't know you can purchase things. But yeah, the herb boxes are huge. If you think 30 points is too much or too little though, feel free to give feedback to the J-Mods, because they are looking to monitor it. I think 30 points sounds fine. You're looking at basically a herb box for every almost 100, just under 100 seeds that you deposit, provided you don't fuck anything up. Oh, and it's also solo instant, so there's no more people crashing you, which is always a plus. Moving on for the update, Guerrilla Warfare. For those who, for some reason, struggled with demonic gorillas, because, look, honestly, they're not that hard. Just pay attention to the fight. You now have a sound and an animation cue when they change their attack styles. More hand-holding. I don't think it's necessary, but also I'm a gamer, so it's a good update regardless. I'm sure it'll be helpful for everyone involved. The Hunliff is noisier, because the problem here for the Hunliff, let me just educate you real quick. The problem with the Hunliff isn't that you can't hear it or you can't tell when it switches attacks. The problem is you are counting. Stop counting how many attacks until you can switch style, or how many attacks until you have to switch your prayers. Stop counting. Use the visual and audio cues. That's your real problem. Nothing else is a problem. You don't need perp going 2, 1, cringe in your ear, okay? You don't need that shit. Just stop counting. Pay attention. You see the fucking visual cue, you're good to go. Scaly blue dragon hides, which means dragon scales now drops from, well, these dragons. As you can see, baby blue dragons, 1 in 100 chance to give you scaly blue dragon hides, which means you can spend less time picking up blue dragon scales, which makes that grind a lot less cringe. Adult blue dragons, 1 in 50. Brutal blue dragons, 1 in 33. And Vorkaf, 1 in 10. Beautiful update. Pretty simple. Sounds pretty balanced to me. C++ client updates, huge. The more they update this, the better it looks, because everything on here, well, everything on RuneLite is going on this client eventually, except it's going to look and feel and run a hell of a lot better. So looking forward to more updates on the C++ client. Good work on that. Jagex, loot tracker, XP tracker, all that stuff is awesome. What's with the broadcast system? Because that thing's been Oh, they fixed the problem. Okay, so you're not going to get those annoying announcements anymore when someone gets 30 potato cactus from TOA and it's their loot that everyone has to find out about. So Thank you for fixing that. Other changes, none of that shit matters, I don't think. They still haven't fixed the Soul Wars bug, which is totally fine. World Switcher changes, no one gives a shit. Of course we don't care. Works is still doing this. Like, is anyone even following the Crack the Clue? Could someone let me know? This is dead content. And there's no more LMS on Osworlds, which sucks. But I busted out about 30 wins this week, so I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you for watching the Old School RuneScape update. Now we're going to move forward with the Grand Exchange update with Wade Green after a brief... RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. That's a big boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for this week in Rune News. And this week's biggest rise, we have the Larran's keys. Now, these are actually a false price. It's important to keep that in mind. The price is consistently rising. They're actually going for about 200k a pop, anywhere between 150 to 200k depending on the time of day and the time of week, because these are actually pulling in money. The Grand Exchange is unfortunately lowballing the shit out of this price, which is honestly a little bit backwards when it comes to being able to loot dead bodies and finding lootations within your PVMing adventures during Wilderness Slayer. So keep in mind, Larran keys are going to continue to rise. Do not believe this price. It's easily missing at least 100k off of that price. So don't get scammed. Don't go out there looking for Larran's keys for 50k. You ain't going to find it. Now, the Claws of Callisto are actually dropping at a rapid rate and have been for the past few weeks. The reason that's been happening is because of us here at King Condor on YouTube. Basically, what's been happening is we used to do a bunch of Callisto masses on stream every Tuesday. But we've started getting harassed by another clan because what happened was, while we were live, we had a 1v1 with their leader and we absolutely dumped on them. We shat on them, stuck our cocks up their asses and sent them fucking packing. For some reason, their leader decided to start a fight with Smite active. I got the full TB on him and I dumped him, and the video for that can be found on the channel where I dumped their whole clan, and for 3 weeks in a row, we clear them from the wilderness. But then I decided I should probably stop going out there doing Callisto masses because my chatters and viewers were just getting ragged on the side and they were losing money and time. And I felt like I was intentionally dragging people to their death against people who didn't actually want to confidently fight one-on-one. So since the Callisto masses have stopped and we cleared AU OSRS from the wilderness, Callisto drops have been going down because the attention that this item's been getting has dropped dramatically. But will we bring back the Callisto masses next week on Tuesday? You can mark my words on that. 100%. This is not me trying to bait AURSRS to go to the wilderness and never fucking find us. It's absolutely happening. I promise you that. Until then, AURSRS, stay fucking cleared. I slid my cock down your fucking throat and you thanked me for it. As for the rest of the update, Callisto Claws, maybe it's a good time to buy. They're dropping. They'll continue to drop. Now, the Scythe is actually going up in price quite dramatically because Jagex had hinted that the Desert Treasure 2 bosses, at least one of them, will be weak to slash. So everyone's gone and shat their pants and figured it's time to invest in a Scythe, or at least up the price a little bit. And that's totally fine. I'm going to hold on to my Scythe until the week or the day before the update, and then I'm going to sell it because I don't use the cunt anyway. I'm just going to milk as much money from you fuckers as I can because why not? I do not recommend investing in a Scythe. I don't recommend investing any of your money into this content or these products. Just chill out, watch it happen. If you don't have a Scythe, go pull one. If you do have one, hold on to it or sell it if you want the money. I don't really care. It'll go back down to 300k eventually once the hype dies off anyway. And finally, the mole slippers are plateauing out because we haven't been doing Rune News. The updates have been a bit lackluster and I've been working hard on the Hardcore Iron Man series, so I do apologize for that. But mole slippers are settling out at a steady 127k. They will be going up though. We'll be hitting 1 mil by the end of the year because we've got some marketing strategies ready to go that'll be coming to us next month in June. That'll bump these puppies up by a solid 900k in value by the end of the year. Mark my words. So invest in your mole slippers today because if you buy them cheap now, they're going to go up in value and you're going to make a shit ton of money. My name is Wade Green and I approve this message. Now fuck off. Our first Iron Man moment this week comes from not Cat, who is actually Cat, but not Iron Man. She got her second enhanced weapon seed. She's looking good over there in the Corrupted Gauntlet. There's only one slight problem. She can't take a proper fucking screenshot. Get your shit together, woman. However, Kevin07, Australia's best PM, was going for the combat task in the Corporeal Beast, and as you can see again behind me, we got a dog shit screenshot. but he got the Arcane Sigil on 50kc as he got the combat task up here. So big plays, shit screenshot once again. And finally, your boy Munzie got his first ever fire cape. He's been putting it off for a while. He's been daunted by or scared of Jad. Not anymore. He got the cape. He's moving forward, kicking goals. GZ to Munzie. Drop a GZ down below for your boy Munzie on the fire cape. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, this week for watching RuneNews with your host Ryan and co-host Wade Green, who is back in his dungeon. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to check out the Hardcore Man series. Channel members get early access. Fuck you. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy.